This is the kind of shit that homeless people do that pisses me off, right? This dude here, he's just like laying right in the middle of the fucking road. Now you got like, you know, families, women, children, they come through here. They gotta walk in the street now because homeboy is gonna fucking lay in the middle of the fucking sidewalk. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, you feel bad for people, right? But he's making a fucking spectacle out of himself and demanding that you do something about him. Like, they're you know, people out here can't fucking drive. I don't know if you noticed that, or I've told you about that. So you don't want to be forcing them into the street. So by doing whatever's performance arts going on over here, you if people have to go around, they gotta walk in the street, they gotta fucking, you know, like, that's aggressive bullshit. That's like passive aggressive bullshit, you know. Why are you doing that? You just want attention. You want someone to tell you to move, so then they tell you to move, you can attack them or something like that. I'm not getting involved with him because it's a trap. It's a fucking trap. That's why I have the attitude I have. Like, some people, some fucking stupid people would be like, oh, that poor man, he's laying on the sidewalk. Yeah, he's blocking the sidewalk so that people can't walk by. So that they're forced to go into the street or deal with him. And then you have people that can't drive here. So you don't want to walk in the street around here. I've been hit 3 times walking. I come from Massachusetts, right? And this place, when it comes to driving, is fucking scary. You know, so that's, if you know Massachusetts, then you know that's quite a statement. But there's like, what are you hoping to accomplish there? Nothing. You're trying to cause trouble. You're trying to. You have a problem. I get it. You know that bad things have happened or whatever in your life. You made some bad decisions, or you fucked everybody over, so you had to get away from them, or whatever the case is. But don't put that on other people. Now you're putting that on other people. Like, deal with me, you know? And he wasn't sleeping. He wasn't passed out. He was just pretending to be sleeping. So when someone comes by there, they have to, like I said, they either have to go into the street or deal with him. Most people will go into the street, which around here I would not recommend. People will run you over, keep driving, not even know they did it. There's some weird, I don't know, I talked about it with my friend before. It's like a friend of mine that knows some of the same kind of stuff I talk about here. She said it's almost like this area has like this weird kind of brain fog kind of on people. You'll see it when you walk into a store and there'll just be dudes just staring at like a Pepsi can. And you're like, yeah, what are you looking at there, bud? If I scoot by here, I just want to get some fucking peanut butter or whatever. Oh, no? Okay, well, I'll go around. Yeah, it's weird. Like, people just, like, kind of stop what they're doing. And it's very much like there's some kind of charm or some kind of course, everything with me is spells, of course. Because usually it fucking is, though. Usually it is. The whole world is run that way. They run this world with magic. They give us science. And then guys learn all the science lore like you would if you were a fucking Star Wars fan. They learn all the shit and then they think they're smart, you know, because they know all the fake lore that was created for this world that tells you how this world's held together. It's all microbes, you know. The microbes have a 99% chance of. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? You might as well be talking about X-Wings or something. It's the same thing. So we have this whole fake thing that we try to use to negotiate how reality supposedly works, you know. And meanwhile, everything's held together with very old magic. And not strong magic, too. Like, anything mind control, right? Like I was saying this the other day. Anything mind control is like lesser magic. But it's lesser magic done at an industrial scale. Like on a population. The good thing about that is it's like you got a big blanket that you're covering up people that are cold, right? But you're covering up so many people that the blankets get thinner and it doesn't keep people warm. This is another classic bad analogy, but it's too big. This industrial application of lesser magic makes it like really weak, and that's why that combined with the disintegrating veil, people can see through it, and they begin to understand that, you know, there's another world just right below the surface of the one we're looking at here. But yeah, to get back to the homeless guy, and I just walked through there's an area over where I live. There's this like little wooded area that connects my neighborhood to the next neighborhood, and people pass through it all the time. I walk through it all the time because it leads to the store where I buy my $5 fucking copies. Actually, that store, they're only $4. There's 6 down here. That's just some information that you didn't need. But but it's a path that's traveled by a lot of people. And again, I always think of, there's a lot of older people here. A lot of elderly people here, a lot of kids here, a lot of families here. And that's the first thing I always think of when I see these guys fucking putting their problems on the world. You know, but anyway, that area has, over time, turned into like a homeless encampment. Like, we have people on either side of the street. And if you've been here before and heard me talk about Painter Bro, he's the kind of guy that started it, and he's all right. But the problem is, that's a community of people where a lot of people aren't all right. And once you set up shop somewhere, or the people that are in the area are gracious enough to fucking not throw you out, other people see that and they think, well, he's here, I'm gonna be here too. And then that's when the tweakers show up and they fucking make things tough. So he had gone away for a while. It was nice because when he went away, it was just no weirdos around anymore. Because what happens is when other people start showing up, like the way it was just like last week, you had a group on one side of the road, a group on another side of the road, a group further down the side of the road, and then in the forest area you walk through, there was like a little area where a guy was like dealing drugs now, because they're all here, you know. So he was in there. I think he was dealing drugs. It seemed he would go sit in this area, and he was there like all night when I came through, and people would go in, he would stay, different people would come and go, you know, and it was just like this little thing. But still, regular people walk through. People walk through there. I hate to make it seem like they're people. They're normal people like us. It's just that the good ones that are trying to not bother anybody, like Painter Bro, are fucking co-opted by the fucking scumbags. I mean, you know, I'd go through there some nights when it started ramping up again, and there would be just people over there that I would never get near normally. You know, and now I'm trying to walk between them as they assess what I may or may not have in my pockets. Fuck that shit. So good thing is, yesterday, right, they cleaned out all the stuff, all Painter Bros stuff, and now Painter Bros stuff has all been moved to the street proper, the next street down. So it's like out on the public streets that they would pick up trash on. Like, so I don't know what happened. Someone probably just might have got sick of the whole thing. But another thing too, what these people do, these people, we call them these people, is that they collect big items, and they're constantly trying to get stuff. Like I was to add to their makeshift homes there. Like one day I'm walking through, and Painter Bro's looking at this big like dresser, and he's like, "Oh, I'm thinking of taking this," and I'm like, "Okay, you know, why?" I'm thinking, you know, I mean, I got a lot of shit. I got a house though, and I put a lot of shit in it. But I can run light. When I first moved here to Hawaii, like 9 years ago, I gave away all my belongings. I came here with a shirt and, you know, a couple pairs of shorts. I walk around like here with nothing. I mean, I carry. Homeless people have this weird thing where they want to keep collecting bigger and bigger items to put in their spot. I don't know if there's like a psychological component to this. I bet there probably is. So before everything was taken down yesterday, or the day before, whenever it happened, there was like, it looked like a furniture yard sale. Like someone was doing a furniture yard sale, and these little groups, like this area over here has all this furniture, barbecue stands, repurposed stuff. It's almost like they're making a house outside. It's like if you're outside, living outside, you're not in a house, you're homeless. Why would you do that? Like, why are you trying to make the outside where everybody lives and walks through your living room? And it feels weird because you walk through there some nights when everybody's out there chilling in there, and they're made up houses, and you're like, oh, hi. You feel like you're invading them. But yeah, why would, like, keep it light? Like, just keep the stuff you have on you. You know, when you get inside a place, maybe then you can jam it with stuff if you want, but it's weird. I don't know what that is. So it was getting out of control. Like these piles of stuff that were being used as makeshift homes to mark where they are was getting out of control. There were people in the forest there dealing drugs. People just kind of coming and wandering into the area because they see it. People who I'd usually try to avoid are now coming into this neighborhood. And what that does too is, by extension, now it brings more people to wander around in my parking garage because they see my dumpster. You know, it creates this big thing. It creates this whole ecosystem. So I'm glad it's gone. I'm glad they got rid of it. Who knows what'll pop up again? But again, it starts with that one guy. He's a nice guy. He likes to paint, but he also takes up a lot of space. Like, he'll get these big fucking furniture pieces, like all this stuff, and he lays it all out. It's like, you'd think you'd want to stay, like, you know, kind of light, right? You want to keep things light, be nimble. You can get up and move. Not this dude. He's got like an art studio outside. He had turned that street into an art studio. It was fucking crazy. I hadn't filmed in there to show how it had gotten. I'm not filming you, buddy. Everybody thinks I'm filming them. Well, not everybody. Some people think I'm filming them. But yeah, it got to the point where it was like, I didn't really film down there because you know how they are. If someone sees you, sometimes they see you filming them, we're gonna have a fight on my hands. I'm not rolling around the ground with some fucking asshole because he thinks I'm out here to film him. I get it. I'm paranoid too, you know. But certain people are more predisposed to that kind of thing. Like that guy back there, you can just kind of tell. Like this law of averages says this individual is going to think I'm out here filming him. Law of averages, that's what we're calling it now. But that's what we're low-key referring to it as, law of averages. I gotta be safe, you know. I want to keep my spot here. You know, I talked a lot about doing more stuff on Rumble that's more like honest, kind of, or open, or explain, instead of having to couch everything and hide things in metaphor. But nobody goes over there. No one goes over there. They have like one follower. I think all my videos are over there too. They automatically upload over there when they put them over here. Then again, I don't know if my channel is visible. So I think these are all problems that you don't need to hear about this shit. I should let you go and then continue this thought process in my own mind and figure this out on my own. Don't blame the teacher, blame the school.